Aries, I need you to focus on you right now. Block out all the extra noise. Don't focus or obsess about other people. It's your time to grow and expand accordingly, okay? Welcome to your Cancer season Tarotscope. Aries, it was very interesting when I was channeling for you. The figure that I saw was like screaming in agony, but then he started laughing. So it's like very Aries, just like very intense, very primal, very guttural. And it was so quick. And I think it's interesting too with the cards that came up that I'm thinking probably around that Capricorn full moon on Thursday, June 24th. So it'll be something that clicks or something that happens that will shift you accordingly. Remember, we have Mars in Leo, and we're going to have Venus entering Leo on the 27th of June. So there's going to be a lot of benefic energy here to help you grow and expand. There's also this energy of you sitting at the computer and really focusing, but there was a temptation almost to look what other people are doing or to kind of see if people are on your tail. It's like when you're running a relay race or when you're running a race in general, you don't look behind you. The energy that it would take to look is taking away from your forward movement. So don't worry what anyone else is doing. It actually doesn't matter, no matter what their name is or their status. It's time for you to just know what you have to do. And I think there's probably a research or something to put a lot of time and effort in online. So whether that's learning something for your online presence, business, security, law, a course or study that you're taking on personally, there's probably a lot that you're doing right now, which is great. I think that expansion is going to really serve you well for Leo season, which is around the corner. But secondly, the last thing that I channeled, Aries, was almost like you were creating all these dominoes, but they're like on fire. So like there's this really cool like ember on all the dominoes, and you're going to knock them out, and it was going to be like this huge explosion of like fireworks and grandiose affair, and you're just like, and what? So if you're working on something really big right now that you're wanting to launch very soon, please keep working on it. Even if it's not here right now, you're doing everything accordingly to have that big launch, that big opening, that big pomp and circumstance sooner than later, okay? The cards that I pulled, the first three, we have the Four of Wands with the Nine of Swords, but then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you might be stressed around family matters, around the home. A lot of people are moving right now, so you might be one of them, and you're just very in your head, and you're just very anxious about that. The Four of Wands can also represent expansion of the home and family. You can literally see two figures that are like getting married and celebrating. So if some of you are in your head about doing this all by yourself or like looking for other people for support and help, it's not that you can't ask for help outside of yourself, but I think that you're creating all this pressure and you're building and you're building and you're building for something to really click and change accordingly. Also, if you have late Aries placements around, let's say 22 to 28 degrees, we have Pluto retrograde in Capricorn at around 25 degrees right now. So that can also be that stress and that tension and that pressure that you might be feeling right now for greater power, greater success in the future. So this can be a really good opportunity from my channel of you working very diligently to expand the frequency of your home right now, so that whenever you're working in whatever space, it feels very enjoyable, and the elevated frequency will allow you to work more proficiently. Also with the Nine of Swords, if there's something that you're stressed or anxious about, always noting what your evening routines are, who you're allowing in your home as well, lovers, friends, families. A lot of times they bring in a lot of intense energy that's not meant for us. So I think just keeping your home a sacred place. If you are leaving, giving gratitude for where you are and where you're meant to go. And some of you might also just be in your head around if moving to a different place, different city, different country is the right decision. But either way, with that Ace of Pentacles, there's huge opportunity for expansion. So I want you to get your home and family matters in check. Shake off any of those nerves or anxiety about your legacy, you building a greater, like a stable foundation for your home and future. Because it's clear that there's lots coming on the horizon. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for Aries. What else do Aries need to know? Also, I feel like some of you are planning, like you're looking ahead, almost like over the next summer months in the Northern Hemisphere, or just the next like Q3 in general. It's almost like you are being very militant and planning your attack and knowing when you want to launch and when you want to rest, or when you want to be in your masculine energy and when you want to be in the feminine. So I think that would be also maybe something that could help alleviate stress, mapping out chunks of time. You know you're going to rest and know you're going to be on vacation, be with loved ones, so that the time that you're being very diligent and focused, you can 100% be in that state of productivity and then purely be in that state of rest and not be back and forth either. And I think just with the Four of Wands as well, it's creating stability overall in your entire life. So looking if there's parts of your life that aren't as free flowing or aren't as easy, whether that's health, work, finances, your love life, your social life, whatever needs greater balance to alleviate stress. And also thinking if one of those is giving you a lot of stress, maybe an investment of money or seeking greater opportunities to have more freedom and option in those areas will serve you as well. But I definitely, just from what I was channeling and now seeing this kind of calendar and mapping it out, some of you are for sure wanting to either approach someone for like a raise or an expansion in that area, or you're wanting to launch or do something to put yourself in that spotlight, which I think is very smart with Mars in Leo and Venus about to go into Leo. That fire energy is going to serve you very well. So I'm going to pick up that card in a moment, but I'm just going to see what else is coming through, if anything. Yeah, and the symbolism of a bear is coming through. So like being very protective of yourself, of your family, not allowing anyone to kind of fuck with you. It's like these people that are not serving you, they don't get to be in that trellis. They don't get to be in that castle. And so I think that's probably more or less the energy of making sure that your home is very sacred and protected right now. And as you're doing all this work, as you're building a bigger foundation for more money, success, and opportunity, that anyone that is not in line with that, gotta go. And just protective of your family as well, because that also might be with that Four of Wands. It might not even be you, it might be your partner or your children or extended family that are needing support, or that might be in a darker headspace that if it's not addressed sooner than later, it could also pull down your energy as well. So keep your eye out for that as well, Aries. Yeah, it'll still end very successfully though. I kind of just saw like this smirk. This is like, I'm just gonna say, you know that scene out of Mean Girls where Regina photocopied everything from the burn book and she like slid underneath all the doors and then everyone's freaking out in the hallways and then she's just like on the top of the stairs smirking? That was kind of the energy. It's like no matter what the chaos is, not that you're initiating, I'm not saying that you're Regina George in this situation, but you just get to stand back. No matter what is going on in the external environment around you, you're still going to be winning in this situation, okay? Yes, Aries. Okay, I'm just going to pick up this card that dropped. I'll be right back. So don't allow yourself to be in your head, Aries, with the Seven of Cups coming through. And that's, I think, tied in with the channel of you being at that computer and like trying to look what everyone else is doing or see or like looking behind in the race analogy. Focus on you. All the shiny things, all the distractions, all the other people wanting to pull on your energy. We have no time for that because you have the star. Your dreams coming true. What I just say, no matter what's going on in the external world, it's not meant for you. You focus on yourself right now. We do have the world reversed. So you're coming to this completion. Like I said, I feel like everything that you're working towards is not here yet, but you know very confidently what you're working towards, what you're building, what you're studying, what you're about to put forth in the world to knock down those dominoes and allow something big and beautiful to be displayed for everyone else. So all the work that you're doing this season right now, make sure it's making you excited and passionate, because we have the Knight of Wands as your final card. So this is going to be exciting, sexy, romantic. It can also, not saying that all of you are going to do this, but maybe you're doing this to elevate your own status, your own desirability, your own sex appeal, that you are now going to be in a situation where there's going to be a lot of people fawning over you, or new lovers and opportunities coming in, which of course would make sense with Mars and Venus and Leo. So everything that you're doing, it's a complete expansion across the board, Aries. You want to make sure that everything that you're doing is in alignment with you. Do not worry what anyone else is doing. You don't want anyone else to draw you out. The one thing I will say is focusing on your family. That's the one thing that I would put a lot of effort and intention into, to make sure that your headspace in your office, in your home, is great every single day, and anything else that is not really needed right now. It's not saying you can't have fun, of course. Like, we have the Knight of Wands. There's going to be fun opportunity, but I think for a lot of you, there is going to be a focus on your dreams, expansion, finance, money, to get you to that next level. Because I'm sure a lot of you are going to be partying and having fun during Leo season, the peak of summer, to kind of let your hair down and do the goods then. Yeah. We have the Three of Cups as your bottom card. And that's also interesting too, with the Seven of Swords and the Moon. Oh, woo! Okay, and the Tower. I do think for sure, given that these are all on the bottom of the deck, there are some people that are not in your best interest to continue having a relationship with Aries. And there's definitely going to be these Tower moments, which makes sense with the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Please be careful who you're spending your time with. You want to just cultivate into yourself and your family right now, period. Because that chapter hasn't happened yet. You're still approaching, you're still putting in all this work to finish off this leg of the race firmly and powerfully, so that you can just glide into the next chapter easily and excited. So that is my general reading for Aries. Of course, you can watch your rising and your moon sign Tarotscopes for more clarity. Please take a fellow Aries who could also benefit from this message. If you want to say thank you for this reading, tips and donations to Stillwater, always appreciated. The link to our PayPal is in our bio. And in regards to one-on-one readings, we're now booking into mid-July, and all of our prices are going to be increased as of July 1st. So if you want to book in now, that way you'll save some money for later. I would recommend doing so sooner than later, okay? Thank you so much, Aries, for watching. I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon.